the zips, ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And he's going to try to return this one. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. So Charlotte's offense will have the ball first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. All right, guys, let's talk about Charlotte. The good news about starting the season outside the top 25, not a lot of lofty expectations. You can sneak up on a few teams, but sooner or later, you're going to want to get that attention and get into those rankings.
A lot more, but it's not impossible. In recent years, you saw it with Indiana coming out of absolutely nowhere. You saw it back in the day with USF. You've seen it with Rutgers. Like, in the past, you can do it. You can put it together, gain some momentum, but it starts with this game right here.
TCU reached the national championship game a few years back. No one expected much of them that season either, so you never know. What's important is what people believe inside your own locker room. This team thinks they can do some really special things this year, and they get a chance to start strong here in week 1.
And the 49ers will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Akron's offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get when you come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be, and now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program, knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Let's talk about Akron. They found some success on the recruiting trail, got a top 25 class. Now the question is, what can they do with it?
It's a top 25 class. It's not littered with a bunch of five-star blue-chip prospects. They've got guys they feel like they can develop down the road. But, David, the big question is, how long is it going to take?
Yeah, and sometimes when you get that top 25 class, you also found some diamonds in the rough, and then some guys that have some potential that get developed. So, interesting to see how they do in developing these guys.
Catches it cleanly at the 20, and he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Wilson to pass. Right down the middle. The short hands. It's Duke. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Rushes on him. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The 49ers are flying down the field. To the ground with the back. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Tight end finds a soft spot. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Wilson will throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And you watch the right defensive end get in there so fast, rush the passer, get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. I love the replays of these things when you can really hone in on that one guy on the one side and you just watch him go to work.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Zips take over at Akron, ready to get that offense to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The give to the tailback. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Second down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. of the gun. The running back has it. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. On the shuffle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
So now it's 2nd and long. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pocket breaking down. Let's it fly. Soft spot in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Hand off to the single back. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Time has expired here in the quarter, and it's Charlotte on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Wilson to pass. Here's the pressure. Escapes trouble. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the 49ers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Running into the open space. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
Let's go. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Charlotte. To wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time. You got misdirection. There's so many things to look at. The quarterback can throw it, but when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Clemson was able to finish off a close one in Death Valley today. They did just enough, both offensively and defensively, to come away with the dub. Hey, survive and advance. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold offense.
They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Line getting set on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Goodwin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Caught over the middle. It's Goodwin. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Zips have their offense in high gear.
Here we go.
Running back searching for a hole. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And the Zips come to the line on third and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Rustled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He just kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
You love that decision if you're the head coach. You're trying to throw it in the end zone. Nothing's there. Good job by the quarterback, tucking it and running and just getting what he can get.
And the offense just tries to sneak it in on second down, and that will not happen. The defense stuffs them again. Quarterback looks for a little space.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they can...
The Sneak scores it.
And, man, that stings. If you're a defense, you get all the way to a 4th down situation and held them so many times, and, man, they punch it in late, especially with the physicality. I hate when I get beat with physicality, and they pounded them, ran the football with all the big guys in the game, and got the touchdown.
The kickoff unit is out there, and, boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Another Charlotte.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Let's take just a minute and talk about Charlotte. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And big pass plays like that are the product of an offensive line doing a great job in pass protection. That quarterback cannot read the coverage and get the football out of his hands to the open receiver unless he has time. So give this offensive line tons of credit up front for communicating and not giving up any ground. They are being so physical.
Off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Wilson will throw. Quickly out to the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to reach for a long one and have to guide it in from the left side. 51 yards out. And he missed it. No good. It's still a 3-point game after the miss.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The give to the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. He's looking to throw. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The 49ers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Didn't get a whole lot of room to run. He picked up 1 or 2. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Unloads to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Touchdown 49ers! A great catch and run for 6.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fakes the grab on the left. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Looking to throw on 3rd. And the deflection by the defense brings out 4th down. The Zips will call on their punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Give to the back. Past the 1st down marker and still running. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a 1st down at the 44. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Charlotte. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big, fat W.
And the 49ers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the 2nd half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Hey, quarterback, dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Thanks to grab. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions. And they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Wilson to pass. He's got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Pressure coming. Going to try to get it himself. On the move at the 30. Oh, he's got some space.
And I really like the job by this offense because, listen, you've got the lead. Be smart with the football. You drop back, it's a scramble. The quarterback pulls it down, makes the play. Nice job. This is how you play with the lead. Take what the defense gives you and don't make mistakes.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
He makes the grab. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
The 49ers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Grabs it up to 25 in stride. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the run, it's King. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Witherspoon. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Zips. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Finds his tight end. Found a little bit of room there to get it up to the 30 before going out of bounds.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Give to the running back. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They're going to go right back to him on first down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The play-action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Wilson will throw. Bring in the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this offense, man, here in the second half, they give up another sack, and they're just not as crisp. Like first half, it felt like they were in a good rhythm. Nice job by this defense. After half, coming out with some adjustments that has confused this offense.
Let's see what he can do with it. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. They closed the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. To the air on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. It's a 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's King. Turning it on. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32. And the Zips will have it 1st and 10. He leaves it with his back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll go right back to him. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. After that penalty, now they're set up inside the red zone on 1st and 10. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he's stopped.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell.
Touchdown, Akron! And that one will give him the lead. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Now they find themselves behind, David. Let's see if they have an answer.
Yep, losing the lead, obviously lose a little bit of momentum, but this offense, you can gain it right back, Palmer. Let's get a drive starter going. Find some guys you know you're going to make some plays for.
So that's the challenge for them. You got to answer, right? You got to take the field here. You got to execute, be physical, and regain this lead.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wilson to pass. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. Guys, it's Akron holding the lead here so far. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Leaves it with the running back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
And the 49ers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Absolutely perfect. That brings them to within 1.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. The give to the back. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Got the first down and more. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Breaks the tackle. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They go to the ground. Got room to work. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Now they're going to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Goodwin. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Zips.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll bring it out. He's got great speed. This guy makes you hold your breath when he gets the football in his hands, and that last line of the coverage team, the only thing that stopped him from housing it. Charlotte has the ball back. The 49ers offense will return to the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
They go right back to him. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Wilson will throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The 49ers getting set on 1st and 10. Running the red zone. It's Ezukama. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And his throw is incomplete.
And I've been there, fellas. This is no fun if you're a quarterback. All game long, you've got guys in your lap. You've got guys chasing you all the way across the field. You just never feel like you can get in a rhythm because this pass rush is in your face all day.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Purdue managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around West Lafayette had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. They'll go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the
breaks into the open. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Power football with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll try the run. They'll bring him down just outside the 25 at the 26, certainly well within field goal range. But let's see if they choose to go for it here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Never a doubt.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll take a knee as a touchback, save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. Time's running out, Jesse. They're in a world of of trouble, but as long as you've got a few ticks, there's a chance.
And they've got a quarterback, David. Just going to have to come down to some good old-fashioned heroics, right? Can't take a sack. You're going to have to buy time, and you're going to have to make some incredible throws.
Buy some time and show off that cannon, because he's going to have to throw this thing a long way down the field and get really, really lucky.
No gain on the play. Second down coming up.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Wilson to pass. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Duke. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to go up top on first down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And what a way for this defense to end it. A pick as time runs out.